Good morning. We have guest dog in studio. This is my dog's BFF. For those of you who know Stephanie Valenstein and Terry Turner, this would be their animal, who is my dog's BFF. And he will not be participating. Hi, Guy. This is Stephanie's dog, who used to be Terry's dog. This is Milo with his butt to the camera. Hi, Beth, Steve. Oh my gosh, John Cantwell. Are you really gonna do my workout? I would love it. This, John Cantwell, this is my dog. Hi, Michelle. This is Stephanie's dog, and he's gonna leave. He's afraid. But welcome to my mat in my living room. It is Monday, and if you're new to this workout, all you need to really know is that you need enough room just to move your arms and legs. We're not going to travel very much. You do not need a dog. If you have a mat, that is an added bonus. I know he has a play date that is lasting 10 days. Yeah. And I guess Milo's going to stay. So if you have a mat, that's an added bonus. If you have any sort of resistance, that's also an added bonus. I like to use a body bar, which is just a weighted bar. And I don't have a piece of this company, I just like their equipment. So I use the body bar. I use 12 pounds. Spry also has a weighted bar you could order. Hi, Lori. You missed Stephanie's dog. So if you don't have a weighted bar, you could just use dumbbells or water bottles or anything that's weighs the same for each hand. Or you can use nothing. If you want it mostly for balance, you could use a broomstick and take the bottom off of it. So having said that, the breakdown of the class is I'm going to do a warm-up that has a lot of upper body stabilization built right into the warm-up. Then I'm going to do a strength and balance section with the body bar or resistance or whatever you have. And then I'm going to do a cardio section that is a bunch of very graceful intervals that flow together, and I'm going to finish with core and stretch. After the class, I sign off, I post it, and then I come back 5 minutes later for an upper body, it's sort of our little after party. I don't post it anywhere, but if you want some extra upper body work with dumbbells, you can come back for that. So there's that. Also today, I'm going to use a towel for the core section. So you must have a towel in your house, I hope. It doesn't even have to be clean, really. So that at the end, we can take it and pull against it. So there's that. So you can always have a moment to grab that later. And thank you so much for all the donations. I really appreciate it. And if you're not in a position to make a donation, that is absolutely fine. No pressure. Just be here and get your sweat on and know that I just would rather you be fit. And then lastly, if you have an injury that you're dealing with, I teach everything in stages, layers, so you can always stay in the first layer. If you have an injury that you've seen a doctor for or should see a doctor for, make sure that you're cleared to do this stuff so that you don't hurt yourself. All right, hygiene. Having said all of that, and Stephanie and Terry aren't even on today because they're at a fancy ranch riding horses, so they didn't even get to see their dog. But let's have a stand up. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. I promise it's just water. And then you're gonna find a spot near the front edge of wherever space you're working. Milo's coming to visit. And then you're gonna take your feet wide for the start today. Toes facing slightly out to the corners. Sink your hips, lace your fingers. Press your palms out towards me and just hold here. There's gonna be a lot of dog crossing around. Your hips are under your shoulders. Your weight's in the middle of your feet so that you can just wiggle your toes. You're gonna hold here and just get a little heat going. It's hilarious. My husband and my child are trying to get these dogs out of the frame. We'll see how it goes. All right, you can stay here, or you can lift your heels up and hold here. Still keeping your hips underneath your shoulders. And then maybe you bring your arms up over your head. Hold here. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. Then you can bring your palms back towards me and lower your heels. Push down to the floor to come up. Take your toes directly towards me. Bring your arms up to a V, and then find your wide position squat here. I'm gonna scooch my feet right off the edges of my mat. You can either have them on or off. If you're not using a mat, don't worry about it. You can stay right here, or try to lift your heels up and balance. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. If your heels are up, you'll put them down. Come up, keep your arms up, right over your head. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Now find your chair pose squat one more time. You'll feel this a little more in your low back. Make sure your toes can wiggle here. Then shift your weight a little bit forward. Try to lift your heels up. Bring your arms down so your fingertips reach to where the wall meets the floor. Bring your arms back up. Shoulders down. Bring them down by your hips and up. Single counts here, so it's down and up. 2 more just like that. Once more, and hold your arms up. If your heels are up, lower them here. Then fold, either grab your elbows or let your hands fall to the floor. Either one will work. And either way, straighten your left leg and bend your right knee. Sitting into your left hip. Breathing all the way in and out. You'll change sides, straighten your right leg, bend your left. Sitting into your right hip, your toes can wiggle. Breathing in and out. Bend both knees. Regardless if your arms are here or here, take your left elbow up and back down. Maybe you reach all the way up to the ceiling. Single counts of either level. So elbow or full arm extension. 2 more. Last one, right side, slow motion. Bring your elbow up and back down. Maybe you take an extension all the way up. And single counts here. Lift up and lower. Lift. 2 more. Last one. Hold your fold. Lift your tailbone up and slowly unroll, letting your head be the very last thing to come up. Both arms come up together. Forward fold. Tailbone lift. Unroll. 3, 2. Let's do it again. Both arms come up. Forward fold. Unroll. In 4, 3. Take your right arm, reach up and over to the left side, and change sides. 4, 3, then 2 counts to the same stretch. Hips stay in the center, and over again. 1 more time. Then both arms come up together. Forward fold, tailbone lifts, unroll. 3, 2, this time on your fold, bend both knees enough so that your hands can come to the floor. Then step your feet back to find your downward facing dog. That's your tailbone lifting up towards the ceiling. Your heels reaching for the floor. Palms pressing into the floor. Then lower your hips to plank. Hands underneath your shoulders. Anytime, feel free to lower your knees. If you're not on your knees, feel free to rock forward and back. Forward and back. Forward. 2 more. Last one, hold your plank. Whether you're on your knees or not, lift back up to a down dog. Pressing your heels into the floor, then walk your feet up towards your hands. Unroll in 4, 3, 2. Both arms come up together. Forward fold, hands to the floor. Step back to a downward facing dog. Then shift your weight over to your right hand and foot. Take your left leg up until you feel the stretch behind your right leg. You can stay right here or bend your left knee and open your left hip. If you took the bend and rotation, you'll straighten back out to the center with your down dog with one leg up. You can stay here or lower your hips and bring your left knee to your left elbow. Come back up. So remember, you can stay here or you can come with me, lowering down to your elbow with your knee. For 2 and right back up. Same leg, same elbow. Again. Lower for 2. We'll go 1 more time. Lower and hold your down dog. Split both feet to the floor. Down dog in the center. Then shift your weight over to your left hand and foot and take your right leg up, only until you feel the stretch behind your left leg. You can stay here or bend your right knee and open your right hip. If you took the bend and rotation, straighten back out and either stay here or lower your hips and bring your right knee to your right elbow, back up. So that's your option. Stay here or come with me and lower. 1, 2, and up. Again, lower for 2 and up. Twice more. Last time. And hold your down dog with your leg up. Then both feet to the floor. Down dog in the center. And lower your hips to plank. From your knees or here, try to bring your right leg up next to your right hand. Remember, your knee can be on the floor. Maybe you touch your knee. Maybe you reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Either way, both hands to the floor. Engage your core. Step back to plank. Walk through it on the left. Left foot comes forward, knee down or up. Maybe you touch your knee. Maybe you reach all the way up. Either way, this toes can wiggle in the front. Both hands to the floor. Step back to plank. Try it slightly faster here. Step forward. Reach back to plank. So you can go slower than this, of course. Up to you. Step, reach. One more each side. Step forward. Reach. Last time. Then hold your plank. If your knees are still up, put them down. Release your feet, hips to your heels. Child's pose. From here, we'll round up. Find your modified plank. Hands right underneath your shoulders. You can stay right here or bend a little bit, maybe a little more, maybe further. Either way, straighten your elbows. Hips to your heels. Child's pose right here. That's going to be our pattern. Let's go slightly faster here. Round up, hold or bend, child's pose. So the bend is optional, and the length of it is also optional. So if you want to do just a little bit, do that, or a little more. Up to you. Now I realize every time I say something's optional, that this entire class is optional. So thank you for doing it with me, so I'm not by myself. Round up, press. This time, come all the way down, hands hit the side of your chest, right leg lifts up from your hip, and left. Maybe you press up and rotate back. Again, press up. And 2 more. Last one. Press your chest up. Press hips to your heels. Child's pose. Then round up to a modified plank again. When you get there, tuck your toes, push down, find your down dog. Bring your knees back to the floor. Release your feet, hips to your heels. Let's make all that flow together. Here, round up in 1, 2, push down, lower your knees, child's pose. Same thing, round up for 2, push down. For 2, lower. Let's do it again. Round up. For 2, push down. On the next pass, hold your modified plank. Hold it here. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Right hand to the center. You'll rotate to a side plank. Maybe put your right knee on the floor. Either way, right wrist, right shoulder, through the chest, and up. Like a game of Jenga. If your knee is not on the floor, feel free to bend it and extend it out in front of you. Yep, we're gonna hold here. Maybe reach towards me and back up. If your leg is out in front of you, bend it, find your side plank. Both hands come back to the center, whether your knee was up or down. Find your plank, any plank will do. Left hand to the middle, rotate to side plank. Maybe your left knee is on the floor. Check your alignment. If your knee is not on the floor, maybe you bend it and extend it out in front of you. pressing the floor away from you. Top arm reaches towards me and bring it back up. If your leg is out in front of you, give it a bend. Find your side plank. Come back to the center to find any plank. You can stay in your plank, or you can bend a little or a little more. From any bend, straighten your arms and lift your tailbone up to find your down dog. Then walk your feet up towards your hands. Forward fold, tailbone lifts up. Let your head hang. Unroll your back, one bone at a time. When you're all the way up, you should be nice and warm. Grab a sip of whatever you brought to drink. Makes it sound more like a party. And then we'll grab our bar or dumbbells, broomstick, whatever. Or nothing, really. And make sure that you have space to either side of you, because we are going to do a little lateral, I can't even say it, a little lateral work. Shoulders down and back, feet underneath your hips, hips under your shoulders. Your knees are slightly loose, so they're not going to be locked. Slow motion squat. Push into the floor, squeeze your glutes to the top. 1, 2, push down. Squeeze your glutes again. 1, 2, single count. So sink, squeeze at the top. Shoulders stay down and back at the top. 4 more. So I taught a class in a building with people yesterday. What? And at the top, lower your elbows here. Press your bar up on a diagonal to where the wall meets the ceiling in front of you. Your toes can wiggle. The bar comes down. 1 of each. 1 squat. 1 diagonal press. That's your pattern. Press. Up. It was odd to be in a building with people. Everybody wore masks until we were in our spots to exercise. 1 more. And then make it flow. Squat to press. Squat. Press. Again, maybe your right knee comes up at the top and squat. Press. Squat. Press. Let's do 4 more just like this. So 4. Up. 3. And 2. And then just the squat. Shoulders down and back. Oh, and Jane, I think Jane's on here. Jane, it appears the pool is open. All right, take your feet wide, toes to the corners, sink, press. So your feet push down to make you come up. You're not gonna lock your knees. 2 more, then hold it down, little pulses. Shoulders down and back, no weight in your toes. For 4, 3, hold it here. Both heels up, extend, heels down, wiggle your toes. Sink, heels up, extend up, tempo here. Sink, press up. So there are a lot of rules when you're in a building with people these days, especially if you're in a workout. And I'm not gonna lie, once more, just the hip sink 2 times. Once more, both heels lift up. 1 more lift. Now 1 of each. 1 sink, 1 heel lift. Same thing. So I was a little nervous in there, worrying about everything I touched. But I will say, it seemed okay, it's not a little awkward, but I cued a lot of stuff backwards since I'm used to doing opposite right now. So that was stumbly for me. Slightly faster, sink, press. And I do realize that stumbly is not an adverb, but I've used it as one today. Sink, press, then up tempo, sink to press, down, up, pushing against the floor to find the up position. 3, 2, hold it up, hold it, bend your knees, sink your hips and pulse. For 4, 3, 2, stay here. Maybe you bend or round, not bend, round your elbows. Maybe you bring your arms up to shoulder height and hold right here. Rotate to your right and center, to your left. 1, 2, let's do it again, to the right. 1, 2, center, to your left. 1, to center, lower your heels, come up, sink down, and up. One more time. Feet back to parallel and little squats here. Now if you're using a bar as you squat, flip your grip, one hand at a time, and roll the bar up to your elbows. Lace your fingers. If you're using dumbbells, just bring your dumbbells across your chest. That'll work. If you're not using anything, you can put your arms wherever you like. But I do find with nothing, sometimes the hands at the hips will help you balance. 2 more. Your left leg steps back 1 time. Step back. Other way. So this is your pattern. Most of you know this. Maybe you sink down and push against the floor to come up. Sink, press. Sink, again, step, press. 2 more times. Then we give it a triple pulse on the step. So 3, 2, 1. Again, triple 3, 2, 1. Same thing, triple 3, 2, 1 more triple. Singles. From here, sink down and up. Sink. 2 more. Parallel squat. So you're in the middle of your space. You've already made sure that you don't have anything out to the sides. So left foot steps wide. I'm going to be really careful to stay in my frame. Right leg comes back to parallel underneath your hips. So you should be at the edge of your space. Now shift your weight into your right foot and try a single leg squat. Your left toes just working as a little kickstand. So you're welcome to stay here the entire series, or you can extend on the squat. The leg can go out to the side. Again, single leg squat. Let's do 4 more from here. 4, push down to come up. 3, last 2. Hold your squat. Hold it. Your leg can come around behind you and out to the side. And back behind you and side. Single count. So back, side, back, side. 1 more. Hold it. Back. Hold it. The producer seems to be unhappy with something. Pick your back leg up and pulse. Now if you're using a bar and you want more help with your balance, you can take your bar and put it right here. Apparently there are dog toys behind me. All right, otherwise I'm gonna keep my bar right here. Your leg is behind you, flexing. Hold it up, flex your back foot. Chest up, shoulders down and back. Curl your heel into your hip and extend. So you can always have your bar down for balance. Now your heel's not gonna come all the way to your hip. It's gonna come about halfway and then you're gonna feel your hamstring grab and contract. If you're not feeling that, take your knee further back behind you. Single count curls. In and out. In, again. Let's do 4 more from here. Why not? It's Monday. 4, extend. 3, 2 more. Right, booty sparking. And toes to the floor. Bring it over to the side. And pulse. 4 more here. You have 4, 3, 2, come up. Parallel squat. Lord, my right butt. It's like just like this. Feet wide, toes to the corner, sink, press. This is just a little sorbet for your muscles. Back to your parallel underneath your hips. We're still on the side of our space. 2 more, and then your right leg steps out wide. Squat here. Then your left leg comes back. You should be right in the center where you started. Right leg steps out wide. You're off of your mat if you're using one. Left leg right to the edge of your mat if you're using one. So hips are under your shoulders again. We work here, then shift over to your left foot. So no weight on your right. Works as a little kickstand. You can probably feel that out of every squat, you push down, you feel it in your booty. Maybe your right leg goes out to the side. Up, side, up. We have to do 4 more to make it even. 4, push down. 3, 2 more. Hold it down, hold it right here. Maybe your toes go to the back and to the side. Again, slowly. and then single counts right here. Back, side. Remember, you can always have your bar right here for balance. Ooh, that made me tip over. You have 4 and 3, 2 more. Hold your leg back, pick the toes up, and pulse right here. So when you're pulsing, make sure your belly button's pulling in, chest up. 3, 2, flex your foot. Pull your heel to your hip. You can't even really see that on me. Turn, heel to the hip, and extend. So you're pushing your right hip towards me, keeping the bar or dumbbell close to your body. Let's go 2 more slowly. Probably you should be able to wiggle the toes on your left foot. 1 more time. 1, 2. Now single curls here. Remember, you want your knee back behind your hip, so you feel that grab on your hamstrings. Otherwise, what are we doing here? Want the hamstrings nice and engaged. 1 more time. Toes to the floor. Come out to the side and pulse. Pulse. Ha. Breathe. 4 more. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Parallel squat. Your butt's even. I'm going to turn back into my spot. Take your feet wide. Toes to the corners. Sink. Press. Just 2 more. This is our sorbet. Back to your parallel narrow. Under your hips. Left leg steps out wide. And your right leg comes back to the center. You should be right back to where you started. Unlace your fingers. Unroll your bar if you're using one. Flip your grip if you're underhand. If you're using dumbbells and they were here, they're just down in an overhand grip. Now as you squat, release whatever resistance you're using to the floor. You can stay here, or you can grab a sip of whatever you brought to this party. Keep your squat and sink, squat. Ooh, didn't even miss a beat. I'm not gonna try to drink this while I'm squatting. Did you guys miss a beat? All right, I got a towel on. Only because I don't want to start crying when all the sweat is in my eyeballs. Okay. Now again, we are going to use some lateral space, so make sure there are no animals in the way or animal toys. Here we go. Keep your squat like this. Okay. Sink, squeeze. All right, try to touch your knees, knuckles up. Again. So you're pushing down to come up, extend, knuckles up to the ceiling. 1 more, hold your arms up. Right arm comes down, right, bring it up, left. So this is your arm pattern. The temptation is gonna be to let the top arm fall, but keep reaching up with your knuckles. 1 more, step out on your right leg as your arm comes down. Step, together, step. Again, so this is your pattern. Maybe you sink and press. Sink. Push down to come up. 2 more. Maybe you release and look up. 4, 3, 2, feet parallel. Squat right here. Touch your knees. Knuckles up. So those are the 2 pieces of our interval. Let's do 4 more right here. So 4, push down. 3, 2 more, and right leg steps out, release. Hi, Greg Steele, who I went to high school with. Are you working out with me? Feet parallel, squat, touch your knees. Knuckles up. 2 more. Last one. Right leg steps out, maybe you step and release. 2 more. Feet parallel, squat, touch your knees. 4. We'll do 1 more time. And right leg steps out to the side. Sink, release. 2 more. Feet parallel. Squat. 4. And 3. On the last one, we'll hold. Hold it up. Maybe you lift your heels and balance. This should look familiar from the warm-up. Maybe you find a squat with your heels up. Breathing in and out. Bring your arms down. Reach your fingertips to where the wall meets the floor behind you. Make a fist. Extend. Make a fist. Extend. 2 more. Last one. Hold your hands in a fist. Lower your heels if they were up. Come up, palms together. A little recovery squat. All right, now we're going to step back. You want to have space in front of you. We'll walk through this. This is a new one with a bunch of pieces that we know all put together. Easy enough. We'll start with your right leg. Step forward once. Step forward. Other way. We know this one. Yep. Slight turn to the corner. Remembering that on that slight turn, when you come back, your weight needs to be in your back heel. Maybe you sink your hips. Sink. Press. Sink. Press. Easy enough. Maybe you reach up behind you. Reach together. Reach together. Maybe your arms come up at the top. We're just going to do 4 because this is just part of it. 2 more. And then palms together squat. So keep that in your head. Just one of those is the first part. Right leg steps out to the side and left. We know this, we just did this. Maybe sink your hips. Sink, press, sink. Maybe right arm up, left arm up. So whichever foot is stepping out, the opposite arm lifts up. Now you are not trying to touch the floor. You are trying to sink your tailbone. Keep your chest up. 2 more. Feet parallel, palms together, squat. That's the second piece. Remember, there's only going to be 1. Alrighty. So the next part is going to go up and down. You don't have to. You can always just do the squat. Slow motion, hands to the floor. Left leg steps back, runner's lunge. Step back to parallel, roll up. Let's try it again with the other leg. Touch the floor, eyes on me. Reach back with your right. Parallel, roll up. Squats right here. So the temptation is going to be to let your chest and your eyeballs go to the floor. You are going to resist that urge. Please. Let's do that part, just up tempo. Hands down, left. Parallel, up, other side. Parallel, runner's lunge, together. Eyes up right here, eyes up. 1 more. And then parallel squats right here. So make sure you didn't inch forward. So what's going to happen is there's 1 of each. So if we start with a step forward on our right, when we go to the runner's lunge, it's going to be the right leg that goes back. Let's just walk through it. Right leg steps forward once. Step out on your left. Hands down. Right leg back. Parallel. Left leg goes forward here. Right leg steps out. Sink. Hands down. Left leg goes back. Sure. Parallel squat. So that was just a walkthrough with no arms. I feel like since that was new, we should do another rehearsal so that I don't lose you when we really break into the interval. So we'll try it again. Just the feet. Right leg steps towards me. Left leg goes out to the side. Hands to the floor. Right leg steps back. And now left leg starts it. You step forward. Right leg goes out. Sink. Left leg goes back. Sure. Squats here. All right, so you have it in your head. So now we're going to add the arms, which are simply reaches up. Yep. That's all it is. Get in your head. We're going to start on our right leg with our reach up. Here we go, right leg. Reach, left leg. Steps out. Hands down. Right leg goes back. And up. Again, now we step left. Out to the right. Hands down. Left leg goes back. Let's do it again, right leg. Reach. Up. Reach. Up. Right leg goes back. Easy enough. Left leg. Reach. Up. Hands down. Left leg goes back. Right leg. Let's do it again. Reach. Up. Reach. Up. Right leg goes back. Together. Left leg. Forward. Up. Hands down. Left leg goes back. Again, right leg. Step forward. Step out to your left. Hands down. Right leg goes back. Left leg steps forward. Reach. Up. Out. Left leg goes back. Just the squats here. It seems when you first start that's not going to be as hard. Once you have those reaches, whew, maybe it's just me because I was talking the whole time. Take your feet wide but toes towards me. Sink, push down. 2 more. Hold it down. Hold it. Just like the beginning, little pulse. My legs are on fire today. In 4, 3, sink up. So you'll reach down, pull up, reach, pull up. Maybe you lift your heels at the top. Sink down, reach, sink down, reach. Let's do 4 more. So 4, up, 3, up, 2, and hop or pedal here. So pedal or hop. Pedal or hop. Step out, hop, hop, step out, or pedal, step. Up and out. Up, out. Maybe you sink for 4, 3, 2, hold it wide, and sink, pull. Another set of these. Maybe your heels lift. Up, 4, up, 3, press down to come up, 2, hop or pedal right here. Hop, out, or pedal, and step. 4 more to go. 4, 3, 2, hold it out. Palms together, little recovery squats. I'm taking my range of motion smaller. 4 to breathe. 3, I'm gonna give you 4 more to breathe. All right, let's see if I can get this one on top of the beat. Knuckles together, thumbs at your chest. 1 more, hold it up. Rotate to your right, right, only to the right. So right in center, don't worry about that side. Thumbs in your chest, maybe your knee comes up. On 2, 1, 2. Maybe your hand comes down. 1, 2, 1, 2. If your hand coming to your knee, then maybe you come all the way to your ankle. Right, pull, pull. Up. 4, 3, 2, hop or pedal here. Hop or pedal, 2 hops in a squat, or pedal, step out. 4, 3, 2, hold it out, just the squat. Sink, press, thumbs on your chest. We're gonna rotate to your left right here. Left, left, toes towards me. You work right here the whole time, or bring your knee up on 2. 1, 2. I'm out of breath. Maybe your hand comes down to your knee. This is hard to go mirror on this move. Maybe you touch your ankle. Remember to breathe. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, hop or pedal here. Hop, step out, or pedal. You can pedal, step out, or hop, hop out. For 4, 3, 2, hold it out. Reach up, slow motion, make fists and crunch. Hips close to your shoulders, reach up, single count. Crunch, up. Again, in 4, 3, 2, hold up. Try to lift your heels. Try to hold the balance, not like me. Hold it here. Take the arms out to the side and up. Cross your forearms, bring it down to your chest. Lower your heels. Come back to a parallel and squat right here. Remember to squeeze your glutes at the top. Belly button holds in. You can wiggle your toes. Feet wide, toes to the corners. Sink. Press. 2 more. Then your arms go out to the side to a V. Cross down, up and out to a V. Sink. Press Marianne. Lang. Sorry, I mispronounced your last name with my heart rate up. And then single up tempo. Up, out, up. Maybe your heels lift and out. Heels up, out. 2 more. Maybe you press and get a little air. 4, 3, 2. Right arm swings left here. Center, other way. This is your pattern. You can work here, or you can lean over, let your back leg come up. 2 more. Center, jump or not. 4, or just a heel lift, or none of that. Or jump. Right arm swings left. 4, 3, 2, center, jump or not. 4, 3, let's do it again. Right arm goes left. 4, 3, 2, center, jump or not. 4, 3, palms together. Sink down, shoulders down and lift. Oh, I can't breathe. Feet parallel, both arms come up. Hands on your legs, round your back, release. Here's Milo, round up, release, round all the way up. Arms reach up, squats here, touch your knees. Heels lift at the top for 4, 3, 2, hold your arms up, hold it. Extend to your fingertips. Find your chair pose squat. Palms together. Thumbs to your chest. Lower your heels, wiggle your toes. Hands on your knees. Round your back. Come all the way up. Grab a beverage. Grab a towel. We're going to start our core and our stretch. Alright, so dogs in the house. I'm going to turn to the side. You don't have to, but I turn to the side so it's easier for you. Also, if you didn't grab your towel yet for abs, do that. Because when I'm to the side, I'm going to cue, this is my front arm, the arm closest to you, and my back arm's away from you. But you can face whatever way you want. Just know that that's how I'm going to cue. Okay, let's have a seat, knees bent, feet under feet flat on the floor. Try to sit up really tall on top of your booty bones so that you're not curled. Then you're starting with your back in a curl instead of a contraction. These are extensor muscles, so let them extend. Then take your towel, mine's a little raggedy, and you're gonna hold it straight up in front of your shoulders. So you're sitting up tall. Now your shoulders are down. You'll curl halfway down and right back up again. So curl for 2 and up for 2. So you should feel like you're sort of pulling the towel out to the side so there's no slack in it like this. It's straight out to the side. Half curl. Now option as you curl to bring the towel up by your ears. Again, curl, reach. That should increase your resistance. And because you're pulling out to the side, you'll feel some work in your lats. It also will help you keep your shoulders away from your ears. Curl, reach, 2 more like that. Curl, reach. You can continue with this model, or you can take a rotation towards me on the curl. So rotate towards me, and back to the center, away from me, rotate. Reach, again, same thing. Curl, rotate maybe, Remember to pull the towel out to the side on that rotation. So curl, rotate, again, same thing, curl, reach, again, towards me. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Last one. Now curl down and hold your curl. You're gonna rotate towards me and center and away from me. Yep, towards me, center. I say yep, like I can see every one of you. Just so you know, in my head, I can see every one of you, so I know who's in here. I got a lot of front row people. Maybe you extend your leg as you go across. Again, rotate and center. Double pulse towards me, pulse. Pulse. Again. 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, pulse for 2. Pulse. One more each side. One more. And then forward fold. Get rid of the towel or just set it next to you. Your knees can be bent or straight. Up to you. Anywhere in between works too. Round your back. Chin to your chest. Release your low back. Actively separate your shoulder blades. Chin to the chest. Keep breathing. Might be a little stuffy. Inhale. On the exhale, flex both feet. Bring your eyes up first, then your shoulders, and then your body. At the top, your knees can be bent or straight. I'm gonna scoot up. You're gonna tuck your hips, fingertips at your side, and roll down one bone at a time. When you're all the way down, bring your knees to your chest. That's it. Scoot back, rock your knees side to side. Hopefully, you feel a nice, yummy stretch on your low back. I like to extend the top leg as I take the rotation. It's just something I like to do. Feels good. Get a nice stretch on the booty. One more each side. And then back to the center. Alright. Hands to the side of the hips. Untuck your hips. Belly button level to your pelvic bone. 90 degrees from the hip. 90 at the knee. So your calves are parallel to the floor, hands flat on the floor. So your leg is your dumbbell. You're going to dip the toe to the floor and up. Here we go, back leg, 1, 2. So the trick to this is to keep your knee at 90 degrees so that the movement is in the hip joint. So you dip, but keep your knee at 90 degrees. We're not going to go faster, but we are going to take both legs together if you're ready. So they're probably not going to get to the floor. It's literally 100% more resistance. For 2, inhale back to your start. So exhale, just take them to the point where you feel the resistance. You will feel it all the way around your core. From the front belly button all the way around. You want to resist it. You want your entire core to be strong, not just the front side of it. Whole thing. So exhale for 2, inhale back to your start. Exhale for 2, again, let's do it. Dip 1, 2, inhale. Again, we're going to go twice more after this one. 2 more, here we go. 1, 2, inhale. Last one. 1, 2, hold your chair pose and release. So you feel how your entire core releases. Bring your knees into your chest. Just a little rock side to side. All right, let's set that up again. Untuck your hips. Belly button level to your pelvic bone. 90 degrees from the hip and the knee. This time, take your fingertips up to the ceiling. Inhale, take them up over your head. Circle around as you exhale. Squeeze underneath your armpits to roll your shoulders off the floor. You can stay right here, or you can always come down. Extend your back leg up. Flex your foot. Extend your front leg out in front of you. Flex your foot. Hold here. Hold. Just hold. You know, nothing fancy. Just stay in here. Back leg is going to lower. Bring your front leg up. Flex your feet. Squeeze underneath your armpit. Just hold here. Hold. Hold. Get comfortable. Feel your lats engage and then feel your shoulder blades up. And then front leg goes down. Hold. Back leg comes up. Really squeeze under your armpit. Flex your feet. Push your heels away from your body. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, lower your back leg, bring your front leg up. Hold here in 4, 3, 2, and bring both knees to the chest.
Now remember, this little rock side to side, but if you're feeling that in your neck when you do that, you have two options. Hold it center. You can either really emphasize the squeeze under your armpit, or you can roll down. In fact, you know what? You guys roll up. Grab your towel that you were using, take it behind your legs, and right down the floor next to your booty. Okay? So let's try it this way. So knees into the chest, shoulders on the floor, untuck your hips, 90 degrees of the hip and the knee. Now, you're going to squeeze underneath your armpits, roll up, but try to feel like you're pulling your towel out to the side. Hold it here. That's a nice engagement on your lap. Extend your back leg up, flex it. Extend your front leg out, flex it. Now keep pulling your towel out to the side. You feel the difference? I wish you could answer me. Back leg comes down, hold, front leg comes up. Hold it here, pull your towel out to the side for 4, 3, 2, bring front leg down. We're going to do one more time each side. Back leg comes up, hold for 4, 3, 2, back leg comes down, front leg comes up, and hold for 4, 3, 2, and release into the chest. All right, you move your towel to the side. That should help you feel your lats. All right, cross your ankles, lift your toes up. So you have little diamond shape, knees out to the side, fingertips behind your ears, squeeze underneath your armpits, lift your shoulders up, crunch everything in. 1, 2, away from your center, pull it. 1, 2, and out. Again, pull. 1, 2, and out. Same thing, pull in, 2. So try not to pull on your head, squeeze underneath your armpits. Try to get your shoulder blade off the floor. Exhale on the way out. Inhale, 2, and out. Again, inhale, 1, 2, and out. Again, in, 2, twice more like that. 1, 2, and out. This time you'll hold it in. Pull, little pulses. Pulse your hips and shoulders closer together. We're doing more of these than you think. Pulse it in. Try not to pull on your head. Breathe in. We have one more set of 8 to go. You have 8, 7, 6, final 4, 3, 2, and release. Both feet on the floor. You're welcome. Front knee into your chest. Extend your leg up and let your back leg go anywhere you like on the floor. Flex your front foot. This knee can be bent or straight, but bend it more. Then extend it until you feel the stretch. Bend for 2. Extend. Twice more. Bend for 2. Press up. Again. 1, 2. Hold your extension. Take your front arm anywhere on the inside of that front leg, and then press the leg out towards me, but keep your back hip on the floor, just looking for a stretch on the inside of your leg. Breathing in and out as you flex both feet. Flex your feet, push the heels out to the walls. Then bend your front knee back to the center. Front arm reaches out towards your screen. Back arm goes across your knee. And take your knee away from me. Feel the stretch, the full spine rotation. Reaching out with your front arm. And come back to the center. Change legs, front foot on the floor. Back leg extends up. Let your front leg go anywhere you like, straight or bent. Flex your back foot, bend the knee to the chest. Send the heel up. So you're just looking for the stretch behind the leg. It does not have to straighten. I have all of these, but I guess my limbs aren't short. My whole body's short. I've just always been able to do this. Hold up. Hold it. All those years of gymnastics. Take your back arm anywhere on the inside of your front leg and push your leg out to the side far enough to feel the stretch on the inside of your leg, pressing your front hip to the floor, and flex both feet. Push your heels out to the walls while you breathe all the way in and out. And then bend your back knee to the center. Back arm reaches to the side. Front arm across your back knee. Take the knee over towards your screen, towards me. Reach out with your back fingertips. Breathing all the way through this. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back to the center. Feet on the floor, close to your booty, hands at the side of your hips. You're going to tuck your hips, push your feet down to lift your hips up to find your bridge. So this is a diagonal line from your shoulders through your hips to your knees. Holding it here. Maybe you'd like to take your hands underneath you, lace your fingers, and straighten your elbows. That'll really press your shoulder blades towards each other and to the floor. Either way, you can wiggle your toes. Did I mention you're also breathing? If your fingers are laced together, unlace them. Slowly lower your spine. One bone to the floor, and take your front leg up to the ceiling, or if you're outside to the sky. Drop it so it's across the back leg. Pick your back leg up. You all know this is enough for my hip to open, but if you need more, you can lace your fingers behind your back leg. Pull the legs towards your chest. That'll really open your front hip. You gotta breathe all the way in and out. And then release back down to the floor. Both feet down. Back leg comes up. Cross it over your front knee. Pick it up. So if this is enough, you stay here. Otherwise, you reach through. Lace your fingers behind. And pull the legs towards your chest. Breathe through it. You have 4, 3, 2, and then set it down on the floor. They're your feet. Flip over onto your stomach.
Alright, I'm going to spin around so I can keep looking at you guys. Alright, so arms and legs all the way out. Take your front arm, reach around, grab where your shoelaces would be, or maybe still are. Heel to the hip, hip to the floor. You're opening up your quadriceps. Breathing through it, and release, change sides. Bring your back arm around, grab where your shoelaces would be. Heel to the hip, hip to the floor, opening your quads. You can stay right here, and maybe bring your front arm back around. Grab both feet. If you're not quite here, don't worry about it. You'll work on this. Grab your heels, grab your pants. Hi, Kat. I miss you. If you're just getting here, we're just finishing up this class. Alright, if you're here, push your feet into your hands. Maybe you lift your knees. And maybe you lift your chest. Nice stretch on the front side of your body. It's a contraction on your back. And then release. Hands to the side of your chest. Press your chest up. Take your hips back to your heels. Child's pose. Pressing your chest through your shoulders. Then round up to a tabletop. Hands underneath your shoulders. Gotta be able to flip my camera so you can see what goes on behind it. Tuck your toes. Round your back. Yes. Yes. Look at my Instagram. You'll see my schedule. Round your back. Separating your shoulder blades. Push down. Lift your tailbone up. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Hang in a forward fold. Lift your tailbone up. Slowly unroll your back. One bone at a time. Stacking your spine. When you're all the way up, you guys are all done. So I'm going to post this. Then we're going to come back in 5 minutes. I'm going to use 5-pound dumbbells. And on Wednesday, we're going to do the barefoot conditioning where I don't use the bar. I'm going to use dumbbells in the class. So that's on the table for Wednesday at 11. And thank you so much for the donations. Again, if you're not sure where to make a donation and you want to, all the information is in my bio on my Instagram. And I'll either see you in 5 minutes or Wednesday. Thanks.